the channel. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Today we're talking about an IPO that's supposed to launch next week. It could launch between Monday, May 2nd to May 6th, but we don't know, right? So this stock actually did the filing and SEC filing on March 29th, but haven't, but they're still going through the approval process, so they haven't been out there yet. So anyway, their speculation is they're going to go next week, so just keep an eye out. So we're going to talk about the stock. I see some red flags, which I'm going to talk about, and we're going to find out why I think this company, we need to really carefully watch this company. All right, so the company, it's called Eyewear, Innovative Eyewear Inc. That's the company name. The ticker they're going by is LUCY, Lucy, but on here it says Lucid, so just don't confuse that with the Lucid car stock. This is LUCY, and they make this sort of Bluetooth glasses where you could, as with the Bluetooth and all, you could talk to it and you could give commands, etc. And it looks fine. I went through their glasses. They're pretty cool. Looks nice, but again, they had different offerings in the past as well, but because this is not public offering, like you're not able to trade this at this moment, that's what the IPO is launching. But they did do, different runs of private selling the stocks, for $1 or so. But this is their SEC filing where they're going on public offering for $6 and few cents is going to be initial offering, and the amount of shares they're going to be trading is going to be about 1.5 million, which is not a lot. It's relative to that. If we do the math right quick, let me just do 1.5 million into 1.538461 times $6. They're looking to raise about 9 million or so. With that, let's talk about their financials. Right, this is where I want to get to. I want to make sure that if you're looking at a company and if you missed the initial boat, like when they launch at 9:30 a.m. for example on a given day, and just let's understand the company. Does it worth to be putting your money in there long term, or this is just a hot play that somebody could just play on the day it launches, right? So revenue, they had gross profit, they had 148,000. In 2020, they actually lost 17,000, so they didn't make any money in 2020. But 2021, it was 148,000. And then operating expense for 2020, they had 748,000. Their operations were not making any money. Sales and marketing, everything was negative. And total operating expense is basically 3.3 million. So they're not profitable. Like their operating expense is just very high, right? Total other income, again, there's nothing there. Is negative. Their expenses, there's nothing there. It's just all expenses, 39,000. And then 2020, same thing. And in total, the net loss is about 3.2 million for 2021 and 768,000 for 2020. So pretty much the company, it's not making any money whatsoever. Okay. As far as the cash flow is concerned, they do have net cash flow from operating activities in the negative. Net cash flow from investment activities is 118,000. And finances activities, as I said, they did a couple of offerings offline, like a private offerings, and they were able to raise some money, and they have about 1.3 million they raised on that front. So they have about $52,000 cash on their SEC filing that they did. As far as the balance sheet data is concerned, they say that the current assets they have is about 179,000. Current non-current asset, is 179,000, and current assets is 64,000, 644,000. Current liabilities 616,000. So the net total equity deficit is about 207,000. But in 2024, they were way down on the net equity. It's 554 negative. So it looks better. But look, the company is not profitable. So at this point, even themselves, they put this in the SEC filing. We had a net loss of 768,000 for the year ended December 31st, 2020, and 3.2 for the year ended December 2021. And as of December 31st, 2021, we had an accumulated deficit of 4.6. Because we have a short operating history, it is difficult for us to predict our future operating results. We will need to generate and sustain increased revenue and manage our costs to achieve the profitability. Even if we do, we may not be able to become or increase our profitability. Our ability to generate profit depends on our ability to strengthen and expand our brand, continue to provide exciting products, customer love, expand sales, and improve margins. We are aiming to achieve profitability in next 2 years, and between now and then we plan to. Now, even like their statement on SEC filing is pretty much saying that, guys, look, we're not profitable, and nor we're claiming to be, right? They're raising this capital, so in my opinion, very risky investment to put money in this IPO right now. If of course, when the IPO launches, the first 30 minutes, first hour, maybe you can have a good play. There's gonna be a lot of shorting going on, I can tell you that. So but other than that, that's very risky investment. So my recommendation for this Lucy, Lucy, the name was, let's go back to the name real quick, Innovative Eyewear Inc. IPO launch. It's to me, it's just very risky. If you could capture it for the first few minutes, and then get your money worth and be out. But on a long term, it's I think it's $6. I think it's not gonna be a very good investment. So not recommended from my side. My recommendation is stay away from this. And if you want to you still want to make money, you could of course make it in the first few hours when it does launch. But we don't know. They said it's gonna be between next week, between some days. But again, those dates can change. There's not set in stone, but of course, remember the name Lucy, Lucy. Innovative Eye Care is a company name, and just when they do launch it, just be sure to understand that if there is some uptrend for that stock, it's most likely going to be shorting. So, yeah, this is my video for today. I hope you guys liked it, and if you are new to the channel, please do consider subscribing. I release video every day, and the objective here is to find information early, and we can invest in and build our wealth. And none of the things I say is financial advice. This is just me researching for my own investments, and then I thought it would be a good idea to share the information, and maybe some other can, like you, for example, can benefit from this information. So I hope you liked it, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video.